Hi, in this video I'll be walking you through our team's high-fidelity prototype for a workout tracking interface. Our goal with this interface was to improve pre-existing workout tracking interfaces by coming up with revolutionary ways to reduce the number of steps between performing an exercise to having that data logged and saved. By achieving this functionality, this would help reduce users' cognitive load, making it easier for them to focus more on the task at hand, while still providing insightful data to help people reach their fitness-related goals. Our team has achieved this functionality by creating an interface that, in practice, would be able to log workout data automatically on supporting exercise equipment. These hypothetical exercise machines would be able to communicate with any device that connects to the machine and would send all workout data to that user's device, eliminating the need for users to manually track their sets. To demonstrate, here is the state of our interface when first loaded up. As we can see, users have immediate access to some essential stats indicating the total time spent exercising, number of total workouts, and the sum of all calories burned. As shown at the top of the screen, users are able to toggle between manual and auto mode. In manual mode, any exercise performed would be logged manually by the user. This would be used in scenarios where people don't have access to supported machines that could be used in auto mode, as well as other situations such as using simple free weights or calisthenics. In auto mode, only exercises performed on hypothetical supporting machines would be allowed. Let's start out by logging an exercise in auto mode. This takes us to a camera display where we'd be able to point our device at any valid QR code attached to any supporting exercise machine that's not currently being used by someone else. Now let's say a user got here by mistake. In that case, you could easily go back by hitting cancel. This was made with tolerance in mind, since we know that users sometimes make mistakes, and we should ensure that such mistakes aren't detrimental. However, in our case, let's proceed. To simulate scanning a code, we'll just click Scan. This takes us to a display letting us know that we can begin exercising on the machine we just scanned. Any exercise performed on this machine will then get sent to our device for our app to process. Once finished with all sets, simply hit I'm Finished button. This takes the user to a page where they can see a comprehensive overview including the exercise they just performed, along with the number of sets performed on that machine. They also have access to the number of reps performed for each set, the weight used for that set, and the amount of rest between each set. If necessary, we can edit our exercise by clicking on Edit, which takes us to this page where we can manually adjust any of our numbers by toggling these values next to our indicated exercise. Once satisfied, simply hit Done down here and the app will take us back to this screen, where we can then save our workout. Now that our workout is saved, let's go through this again, but assuming we don't have access to any fancy gym equipment we could scan. If we know what exercise we want to perform, all we have to do is switch over to manual mode, and then press the Start button. This takes us to a display similar to what we just saw earlier when making adjustments to our previous workout. However, now we're adding an entirely new workout, which we can do by simply selecting the exercise and adding in the number of sets and reps per set. So let's say it was currently pull day, and we wanted to do some lat pull downs. Then here, we'd select the corresponding exercise, add in our number of sets and reps per set, and click Add to save our workout. Approaching this from a different scenario, our team learned from our evaluation survey that some users mentioned adding in a preset workout suggestions feature. Based on this feedback, we realized that some people may need guidance on which exercises they should perform. Therefore, we implemented such a feature which can be navigated to from the bottom toggle display. Simply toggle over to Suggestions, and the user will then be greeted with a display where they can indicate which muscle groups they want to target, and the app will then suggest the next recommended workout they should perform. Let's say now we're currently on push day. So in this case, the app recommends that we should perform weighted dips, an exercise that would almost certainly need to be logged manually, which we could do straight from this display. And now, just like before, in practice, that workout would get saved. Finally, if we wish to view our progress so far for the day, we can toggle over to Progress down here, which will give us insights as to what exercise we have currently performed, along with which ones we still need to perform for the day. As we can see, this is represented as a checklist with clear visual indicators. Based on what's shown here, the interface is stating that the user has currently completed bench press, weighted dips, and seated shoulder press, but still has to do dumbbell bench press and triceps extensions. Another cool feature is that the user is able to view any of their previous workouts by clicking on one of the already completed exercises. This takes us to the same display mentioned earlier, where we can once again see a comprehensive overview of that workout. So that's everything our team has to showcase. Thank you for watching, and also a big thank you to everyone who participated in our surveys, which helped us form the final prototype you see here. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration.